The adoption. When Dad picked Jimmy up from school, he could tell he wasn't happy. "What's the trouble, son?" Dad asked anxiously as they walked to the car. "All the kids at school were laughing at me because I am adopted," 7-year-old Jimmy told his father, and burst into tears. Dad knelt down, gave Jimmy a big hug and said, "Well, son, if they understood, they would be wishing they too had been adopted." Jimmy looked puzzled, and through his continued sniffles said plaintively, "But they said my parents didn't want me," and he seemed ready to let the tears fall again. "Well, we don't know much about your birth parents," Dad said, "but we've been your adopted parents since you were only a few weeks old, and we very much want you. And here's the thing, your friends at school who are being raised by their original mother and father may not be at all what their parents wanted." Jimmy looked even more puzzled, but had stopped crying. "When a father and mother make a baby," Dad explained, "they have no idea what they're getting and have no choice in the matter. They may get a boy when they wanted a girl, or vice versa. They may get a baby with brown eyes when they prefer blue eyes, or twins when they only wanted one child. You, on the other hand, were specially chosen. We went to several orphanages and had the option of choosing from hundreds of other children. We chose you. And we not only had to pay for the privilege of having you as our son, but you wouldn't believe the amount of paperwork and meetings we had to endure." He grinned. Jimmy looked at his dad with wide eyes and a little smile as he began to understand. Dad continued saying, "Sadly, many children are not wanted or planned for by their parents. And though the parents may decide to keep their unwanted children, those children are often not loved or taken care of properly. I hope you can tell how much your mom and I want and love you." Jimmy was smiling now and hugged his dad tightly. "Just remember," Dad added, "that you were specially handpicked, while your friends at school just happened and their parents had to take what they got." Jimmy had a big grin on his face now. "So from now on," he continued, "when they tease you about being adopted, just put a big smile on your face and say, 'Yeah, I know. Isn't it awesome?' And try not to feel sorry for them. Okay," Dad added with a grin. Jimmy laughed. He was the happiest child alive that day, and never again regretted that he had been adopted. When the Apostle Paul uses the analogy of us being adopted, this is what he means. Like all mankind, we had another spiritual father, Satan, the devil, before we were adopted by God. As Christ said, "You are of your father, the devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do." John 8:44. "He that commits sin is of the devil, for the devil sins from the beginning." 1 John 3:8. "For ye have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, but ye have received the spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father." Romans 8:15. Like an adopted child, we were specially chosen, greatly loved, and bought with the highest price that could ever be paid. You are not redeemed with corruptible things as silver and gold, but with the precious blood of Christ. 1 Peter 1:18-19. To redeem them that were under the law, that we might receive the adoption of sons. Galatians 4:5. Having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Jesus Christ to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will. Ephesians 1:5.